I still remember the exact second my mother killed the version of me that lived for them. It wasn't a scream. It wasn't a slap. It was 4 quiet words over Sunday lasagna. Your sister comes first. You will always be last. My father just nodded, like she'd read the weather report. I felt something inside me click, like a seatbelt locking right before the crash. That was the night I stopped being their son, and started being my own emergency fund. People think I'm cold now. They don't understand, I was warm for 31 years. I'm Elias, by the way. 31. Crisis Communications Director. I get paid to walk into burning rooms, smile for cameras, and make billion-dollar scandals sound like paperwork errors. At home, though, I was the unpaid intern nobody ever thanked. My little sister Mara has always been the headline. Golden child. 2 kids. A husband named Derek who treats paydays like suggestions. Our childhood house smelled like Febreze and quiet favoritism. Mom kept a running tab in her head of who needed what, and my name was never on it unless it was followed by, "Can you just?" 2 months ago, we're eating that lasagna. Derek is on his phone, liking memes about being broke. Mom sets down the garlic bread, looks straight through me, and says it again, clearer this time, like she's reading from a contract. Mara's family will always come first. You, Elias, you're last. That's how it is. Don't make it weird. My fork freezes halfway to my mouth. The room smells like oregano and betrayal. I put the fork down, wipe my mouth, and say the calmest sentence I've ever spoken. Good to know. Mara won't meet my eyes. She just tucks that same strand of hair behind her ear she's tucked since we were kids, like she's on a private call with God excusing her. I finish my plate, thank them for dinner, and go home. That night I do what I do best, damage control. Except this time the client is me. I open 3 new accounts. I move every automatic payment. I delete my card from their Amazon, their Netflix, their DoorDash, the pediatrician's backup payer portal. 16 minutes. It felt like amputating limbs with a spreadsheet. I type 1 line in my notes app so future me doesn't chicken out. If you are last in their story, write yourself a new one. Then I sleep, really sleep, for the first time in years. A week later the bomb goes off. 2:13 a.m. My phone starts screaming. Group chat exploding. Mara's youngest, Luna, 104-degree fever, seizing, ambulance, ER won't treat without a $1,400 deposit because their insurance lapsed again. Mara's voice cracks through the speaker. Eli, please, they're declining our card, they need a card on file now. Mom gets on the line like a prosecutor. This is what we meant by family first, Elias. Dad grunts, fix it, son. I'm standing in my kitchen in boxers, city lights flickering across the fridge. I could pay it in 1 tap. I have the money. I've always had the money. But I hear Mom's voice again, you will always be last. So I say the sentence that ends the old world. I'm not putting my card down. But I'm getting in the car right now. I'll be there in 12 minutes. I arrive at the ER. Hazard lights blinking like a dying heartbeat. Mara is sobbing into Derek's shoulder. Luna is burning up in her car seat. I walk straight to the desk, calm, professional, the way I walk into boardrooms when stocks are crashing. I explain the situation without accusation. I ask about income-based plans, about payment arrangements. They have one. Mara and Derek sign. Luna gets seen. No one says thank you. They don't even look at me. Just stunned silence that I didn't fix it the way I always fix it. In the parking lot, Mom corners me under the sodium lights. So you're just going to let your niece suffer to prove a point? I didn't let anyone suffer, I say. I showed up. I advocated. I just refused to be an ATM with a pulse. She laughs, sharp, ugly. You think you're better than us now? No, Mom. I think I'm equal for the first time. 3 days later they declare war. A full family Zoom ambush while I'm at work. Grandma's living room, the lighthouse painting in the background, everyone arranged like a jury. Mom starts, tell them what you did to your sister. I lock myself in a conference room, open my laptop, and share my screen. The spreadsheet appears. 5 years. 48 rows. $29,000. Highlighted in gentle, merciless red. Rent deposits. Daycare. Tires Derek Kerbroshed. Back taxes. A $400 stroller sent with a single heart emoji. I scroll slowly so they can read their own words in the reason column. Just this once. We'll Venmo you Monday. You make more than us anyway. The total hits the screen like a body blow. Mara makes this sound, half sob, half scream. Derek mutters, "This is fucked up, man." Mom tries outrage, "So you've been keeping score?" "Mom," I say, voice flat, "scorekeeping is what you do when love stops being blind." Silence. Then Aunt Linda, "He's humiliating you, Mara." I smile for the first time all call. No. I'm liberating myself. I drop the folder into the chat, PDFs, screenshots, promises broken in 12-point font. Then I deliver the line I rehearsed in the shower. Here's the new policy. I will drive. I will babysit. I will sit in waiting rooms. I will proofread resumes and rehearse interviews. I will not pay one more bill that isn't mine. Separate money. Separate plans. Separate peace. I end the call before they can reload. The fallout is biblical. Flying monkeys in the group chat. Cousins I haven't seen since baptism calling me a monster. Mom emails my HR department. My boss laughs, forwards it to me with the note, "Your mom spells your name wrong." We good. I change my emergency contact to my friend Jonah. He sends back a single salute emoji. Then the second emergency. Derek's truck gets repossessed. $1,900 to get it back or he loses the new job he starts Monday. He texts me a photo of the empty parking spot like it's evidence against me. I type, delete, type again. I can't pay. I can drive you to work. I can help you negotiate. I can watch the kids while you lift. Pick 2. He calls me every name you can't monetize. I mute the thread. But something shifts after that. Mara shows up at my door unannounced, soaked from rain, holding a Tupperware of lasagna like a peace offering. She doesn't sit. She just stands in my hallway and says, voice shaking, "I saw the number, Eli. I didn't know it was that big. I feel like I robbed you." "You didn't rob me," I say. "You asked." I never learned how to say no. She starts crying, ugly crying. I signed up for the budgeting class at St. Mark's. I got the second interview. I sent you $50 today. It's nothing, but it's mine. I try to reject the transfer. She insists. For the first time in my life, my little sister pays me back. $50 feels like $1 million. Dad shows up a week later with a brown paper bag of blood oranges and no script. He's never been to my apartment. He walks around like he's trespassing. We peel oranges in silence. Juice runs down our wrists like forgiveness we're not ready to say out loud. Finally he mutters, "Your mother shouldn't have said what she said." That's all. But from him, it's a fucking sonnet. Here's the twist they never saw coming, the one that still keeps me up some nights. I didn't do this to punish them. I did it because the night Mom ranked her children at the dinner table, I finally ranked myself. And for the first time, I wasn't last. I was first. Only enough, some bridges burned. Some are being rebuilt with new lumber, no interest, no guilt attached. Mara texts me grocery lists now instead of Venmo requests. Dad calls on Sundays just to ask about my bad back. Mom still won't say my name without venom, but last week she mailed me a birthday card. Inside, no money, no lecture. Just a blank space where her signature should be. I'm keeping it. Proof that silence can be progress. So here I am, talking to you, camera light blinking like a heartbeat I finally own. If you've ever been the family bank, the family fixer, the family afterthought, tell me in the comments. When they told you you'd always be last, did you stay there? Or did you finally move your name to the top of your own damn list? I'm listening.